Mic test 1, 2. Yeah. Very warm namaste to all of us here at Mandir today, our spiritual center. And on behalf of our spiritual center, I wish to extend a very warm welcome to all of our listeners, followers, and viewers on our live stream today. Friends, today marks the beginning of a 3-session Veda at our spiritual center. One of the activities that we have planned to commemorate the Dvitiya Janmadin Samaroha of Swami Dayanand Saraswati. So as we come together this evening to begin our Veda, we invite everyone to join us in the devotional segment, which is Havan. And later on, we have the second segment of bhajans and pravachan. So let us all join in the singing of in the chanting of Om 3 times, followed by the Gayatri mantra. Sitting comfortably wherever you are, if it's possible to join in the devotional aspect, and creating a wonderful feeling of gratitude that we're alive and well. We're able to join in this satsang, this yajna, this evening. We invoke divine blessings, divine vibrations as we commence. Gayatri mantra, everybody, let's join. Om Bhur Bhuvaswaha Tatsaviturvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yona Prachodayat. Bhajan Swagat Sabjan. Benevani.
स्वागत सब जन इस मंदिर हो, भांति स्वाति की ढाल, सुंदर समधुर गान हमारो, रंजन सब नर नार। स्वागत सब जन इस मंदिर हो, भांति स्वाति की ढाल, सुंदर समधुर गान हमारो, रंजन सब नर नार। स्वागत सब जन इस मंदिर हो। ईश सगुण निर्गुण अविनाशी, मात पिता और यार, तोर भय हम वत्स सदाहि, तार हमें संसार, हो तार हमें संसार। स्वागत सब जन इस मंदिर हो, आर्य समाज नमस्ते भावे, वीर प्रकाश लहा, कंद पकंदा होत लगावे, जान जगत उजियार, हो जान जगत उजियार। स्वागत सब जन इस मंदिर हो, भीर कुभावन दूर भगावे, आय यहाँ पर प्यार, देव दयानंद प्रेम विवेक, विश्व रहे एकतार, हो विश्व रहे एकतार। स्वागत सब जन इस मंदिर हो, तीर्थ भया यहाँ गोत लगावे, पुण्य यहाँ पर सार, संगति संतन नेम चलावे, शोभन सब व्यवहार, हो शोभन सब व्यवहार। स्वागत सब जन इस मंदिर हो, भक्ति स्वाति की धार, सुंदर समुद्र गान हमारो, रंजन सब नर नार। स्वागत सब जन इस मंदिर हो, स्वागत सब जन इस मंदिर हो, स्वागत सब जन इस मंदिर हो।
While we try to get Yajman, let us do a bhajan, so Ajamil, a few verses of Ajamil. आज मिल सब गीत गाओ, उस प्रभु के धन्यवाद, जिसका यश नित्य गाते हैं, गंधर्व गुणी जन धन्यवाद। आज मिल सब गीत गाओ, उस प्रभु के धन्यवाद। मंदिरों में कंदरों में, पर्वतों के शिखर पर, मंदिरों में कंदरों में, पर्वतों के शिखर पर, देते हैं लगातार सौस बार मुनिवर धन्यवाद। आज मिल सब गीत गावो उस प्रभु के धन्यवाद। कुव में तालाब में सिंधु की गहरी धार में, कुएं में तालाब में सिंधु की गहरी धार में, प्रेम रस में तृप्त हो करते हैं जलचर धन्यवाद। आज मिल सब गीत गावो उस प्रभु के धन्यवाद। गान कर आमी चंद्र भजना आनंद ईश्वर के स्तुति। आन कर आमी चंद्र भजन आनंद ईश्वर के स्तुति। ध्यान धर सुनते हैं श्रोता ध्यान धर धर धन्यवाद। आज मिल सब गीत गाओ उस प्रभु के धन्यवाद। इसका यश नित गाते हैं गंधर्व गुणी जन धन्यवाद। आज मिल सब गीत गावो उस प्रभु के धन्यवाद। उस प्रभु के धन्यवाद। उस प्रभु के धन्यवाद। And my dear friends, now we will begin the Havan. अथ आचमन मंत्र। ओम
अमृतोपस्त्रनमसि स्वाहा.
Nirvani.
O Lord, the indestructible and protector of all, save us from pains and sorrow, just like a sheet protects us from below. Om Amrita Pidhanamasi Swaha. O Lord, the indestructible and protector of all, save us from pains and sorrow from above. Om Satyam Yashah Shrirmai Shrihishayatam Swaha. O Lord, protector of all, be gracious to us so that our lives may be filled with truth, fame, fortune, and prosperity. Athanga Sparsha.
Angasparsh, taking water in the left hand and touching the various organs and limbs of the body, praying for their health and longevity. Om
Vamasistu. Om Nasurme Pranostu. Om Akshnurme Chakshurastu. Om Karnayorme Shrotramastu. Om Bahavorme Balamastu. Om Urvorma Ojostu. Om अरिष्ठानि लिङ्गानि तनुस्तन्वा मे सह सन्तु। अथीश्वर स्तुति प्रार्थनोपासना मंत्राः। ॐ विश्वानि देव सवितर् दुरितानि परासुव यद्भद्रं तन्नासुव। ॐ हिरण्यगर्भः समवर्तताग्रे भूतस्य जातः पतिरेक आसीत् सदाधार पृथिवीं ध्यामुते माम् कस्मै देवाय हविषा विधेम। ॐ य आत्मदा बलदायस्य विश्वा उपासते प्रशिशं यस्य देवाः यस्य छायामृतं यस्य मृत्युः कस्मै देवाय हविषा विधेम। ॐ यः प्राणतो निमिषतो महेत्वैका इत्राजा जगतो बभूव य ईशे अस्य द्विपदश्चतुष्पदः कस्मै देवाय हविषा विधेम। ॐ येन द्यौरुग्रा पृथिवी च त्रिधा येन स्वस्तभितं येन नाकः यो अन्तरिक्षे रजसो विमानः कस्मै देवाय हविषा विधेम। ॐ प्रजापते नत्वदेतान्यन्यो विश्वा जातानि परिता बभूव यत्कामास्ते जुहुमस्तनो अस्तु वयं स्याम पतयोरयीणाम्। ॐ सनो बन्धुर्जनिता स विधाता धामानि वेद भुवनानि विश्वा यत्र देवा अमृतमानशानास् तृतीये धामन्यद्यैरयन्ता। ॐ अग्नेनय सुपथाराय अस्मान् विश्वानि देव वयुनानि विद्वान् युयोज्यस्मज्जुहुरानमेनो भूयिष्ठान्ते नम उक्तिं विधेम। हे सकल जगत के उत्पत्ति कर्ता समग्र ऐश्वर्य युक्त शुद्ध स्वरूप सर्व सुखों के दाता परमेश्वर आप कृपा करके हमारे संपूर्ण दुर्गुण दुर्व्यसन और दुखों को दूर कीजिए। जो कल्याणकारक गुण कर्म स्वभाव वाले पदार्थ है वे सब हमको प्राप्त कीजिए। इति ईश्वर स्तुति प्रार्थनोपासना प्रकरणम्। अथ स्वस्ति वाचनम्। ॐ अग्निमीड्ले पुरोहितं यज्ञस्य देवं ऋत्विजं होतारं रत्नधातमम्। ॐ सनः पीते वसूनवेग्ने सुपायनो भव स च स्वानः स्वस्तये। ॐ स्वस्ति नो मिमितामश्विना भगः स्वस्ति देव्यदितिर्नर्वणः स्वस्ति पूषा असुरो दधातु नः स्वस्ति द्यावा पृथिवी सुचेतुना ॐ स्वस्तये वायुमुप्रब्रवामहे सोमं स्वस्ति भुवनस्य यस्पतिः बृहस्पतिं सर्वगणं स्वस्तये स्वस्तयादित्यासो भवन्तु नः ॐ विश्वे देवानो अद्य स्वस्तये वैश्वानरो वसुरग्निः स्वस्तये देवा अवन्तवृभवः स्वस्तये स्वस्ति नो रुद्रः पात्वं हसः ॐ स्वस्ति मित्रावरुणा स्वस्ति पत्ये रेवती स्वस्ति न इन्द्रश्चाग्निश्च स्वस्ति नो अदिते कृधि ॐ स्वस्ति पन्थामनुचरेम सूर्याचन्द्रमसा विव पुनर्ददताग्नता जानता संगमे मही इति संक्षेपतः स्वस्ति वाचनम् अथ शान्तिकरणम् ॐ शन्ना इन्द्राग्नि भवतामवोभिः शन्ना इन्द्रावरुणारात् हव्या शमिन्द्रा सोमा सुविताय शन्योः शन्ना इन्द्रा पूषणा वाजसातौ ॐ शन्नो भगः शमुनः शंसो अस्तु शन्नः पुरन्धी शमु सन्तुरायः शन्नः सत्यस्य सूयमस्य शंसः शन्नो अर्यमा पुरुजातु अस्तु ॐ शन्नो धाता शमुधतानो अस्तु शन्नो उरुचि भवतु स्वधाभिः शन्रोदसी बृहति शन्नो अत्रिः शन्नो देवानां सुहवानि सन्तु ॐ शन्नो अग्निर्ज्योतिरनीको अस्तु शन्नो मित्रावरुणा विश्विनाशम् शन्नः सुकृतां सुकृतानि सन्तु शन्ना इशिरो अभिवातु वातः ॐ शन्नो द्यावा पृथिवी पूर्वभूतौ शमन्तरिक्षं दृशयेनो अस्तु शन्ना ओषधिर्वनिनो भवन्तु शन्नो रजसस्पतिरस्तु जिष्णुः ॐ शन्ना इन्द्रो वसुभृदेवो अस्तु शमादित्यैर्वरुणः सुशंसः शन्नो रुद्रो रुद्रेभिर्जलाशः शनस्त्वष्टाग्नाभिः शृणोतु ॐ शन्नः सोमो भवतु ब्रह्मशन्नः शन्नो ग्रावाणः शमु सन्तु यज्ञाः शन्नः स्वरूणामितयो भवन्तु शन्नः प्रस्वः शमुवस्तु वेदिः अथ शिवसङ्कल्पमन्त्र तन्मे मनः शिवसङ्कल्पमस्तु O Lord, may that mind of mine be possessed of noble intentions. Om Yajagrato Duramudeti Devam Tadu Suptasya Tathaiveti दूरङ्गमं ज्योतिषां ज्योतिरेकम् तन्मे मनः शिवसङ्कल्पमस्तु। ॐ येन कर्माण्यपसो मनीषिणो यज्ञे कृण्वन्ति विदधेषु धीराः यत्पूर्वं यक्षमन्तः प्रजानां तन्मे मनः शिवसङ्कल्पमस्तु। ॐ यत् प्रजानमुत चेतो धृतिश्च यज्ज्योतिरन्तरमृतं प्रजासु यस्मानरिते किञ्चन कर्म क्रियते तन्मे मनः शिवसङ्कल्पमस्तु। ॐ येनेदं भूतं भुवनं भविष्यत् परिगृहीतम् अमृतेन सर्वम् येन यज्ञस्थायते सप्तहोता तन्मे मनः शिवसङ्कल्पमस्तु। ॐ यस्मिन् ऋचः सामयजोंषि यस्मिन् प्रतिष्ठिता रत्नाभा विवाराः यस्मिन् स्थितं सर्वमोतं प्रजानां तन्मे मनः शिवसङ्कल्पमस्तु। ॐ सुषारथिरश्वानि वयन् मनुष्यान् नेनीयते भिषुभिर्वा जिन इव हृत्प्रतिष्ठं यदजिरं जविष्ठम् तन्मे मनः शिवसङ्कल्पमस्तु। तन्मे मनः शिवसङ्कल्पमस्तु। ॐ सनः पवस्वा शङ्गवे शं जनाय शमर्वते शन्द्राजनोषधीभ्यः। Prayers for Abhayam Dan, the gift of fearlessness. ॐ अभयं नः करन्त्यन्तरिक्षं मभयं द्यावा पृथिवी उभे इमे अभयं पश्चादभयं पुरस्तात् दुधरादभयं नो अस्तु। ॐ अभयं मित्रादभयं अमित्रात् अभयं जातादभयं परोक्षात् अभयं नक्तम् अभयं दिवानः सर्व आशा मम मित्रं भवन्तु सर्व आशा मम मित्रं भवन्तु इति संक्षेपतः शान्तिकरणम्। अथ अग्नियधान. May we all stand. ॐ भूर्भुवः स्वः ॐ भूर्भुवः स्वर्द्यौरिव भूम्ना पृथिवी ववरिम्ना तस्यास्ते पृथिवी देवयजनि पृष्ठे अग्निमन्नादमन्ना ध्यायादधे. Yajman fanning the fire. ॐ उद्भुत्य स्वाग्ने प्रतिजागृहि त्वमिष्टा पूर्ते संसृजेतामयं च अस्मिन् सरस्ते अध्युतरस्मिन् विश्वे देवा यजमानश्च सीदता. अथ samidhana. Yajman offering 3 pieces of samidha. ॐ अयन्त इद्मा आत्मा जात वेदस्तेने ध्वस्व वर्धस्व चेदवर्धय चास्मान् प्रजया पशुभिर्ब्रह्मा वर्चसे नानादेन समेधय स्वाहा. इदमग्ने जातवेदसे इदन्नाममा. ॐ समिधाग्निं दुवस्यथघृतय बोधयतातिथिम् अस्मिन् हव्या जुहोतना सुसमिधाय शोचिषे घृतं तीव्रं जुहोतना अग्नये जातवेदसे स्वाहा. इदमग्ने जातवेदसे इदन्नाममा. ॐ तन्त्वा समिधिरङ्गिरो घृतेन वर्धयामसि बृहच्छोचाय विष्ठया स्वाहा. इदमग्ने अंगिरसे इदन्नाममा. अथ पांचकृताहुति. Yajman making 5 ghee offerings. Om ayanta idma atma jata vedastene dhasva vardhasva cheda vardhaya chasman prajaya pashubhir brahma varchase nanadena samedhaya स्वाहा. इदमग्ने जातवेदसे इदन्नाममा. ॐ अयन्त इद्मा आत्मा जातवेदस्तेने ध्वस्व वर्धस्व चेदवर्धय चास्मान् प्रजया पशुभिर्ब्रह्मा वर्चसे नानादेन समेधय स्वाहा. इदमग्ने जातवेदसे इदन्नाममा. ॐ अयन्त इद्मा आत्मा जातवेदस्तेने ध्वस्व वर्धस्व चेदवर्धय चास्मान् प्रजया पशुभिर्ब्रह्मा वर्चसे नानादेन समेधय स्वाहा. इदमग्ने जातवेदसे इदन्नाममा. ॐ अयन्त इद्मा आत्मा जातवेदस्तेने ध्वस्व वर्धस्व चेदवर्धय चास्मान् प्रजया पशुभिर्ब्रह्मा वर्चसे नानादेन समेधय स्वाहा. इदमग्ने जातवेदसे इदन्नाममा. Fifth and final time. ॐ अयन्त इद्मा आत्मा जातवेदस्तेने ध्वस्व वर्धस्व चेदवर्धय चास्मान् प्रजया पशुभिर्ब्रह्मा वर्चसे नानादेन समेधय स्वाहा.
इदमग्ने जातवेदसे इदन्नाम मम
अथ जल सिंचन Yajman sprinkling water in the four cardinal directions, east, west, north, and then all over in a clockwise direction. Om Aditenyumanyaswa. Om Anumate Numanyaswa. Om Sarasvatyanumanyaswa. Om Deva Savitah Prasuvayajam Prasuvayajpatim Bhagaya Devyo Gandharva Ketapuh Ketanah Punatu Vachaspatir Vacham Nah Swadatu. Akaravajabbagahuti, ghee only. Om Agnaye Swaha. Idamagnaye idannamama. Om Somaya Swaha. Idam Somaya idannamama. Om Prajapataye Swaha. Idam Prajapataye idannamama. Om Indraya Swaha. Idam Indraya idannamama. Sayam Kalin Ahuti, evening oblations, ghee and samagri. Om Agnira Jyotira Jyotiragnihi Swaha. Om Agnira Varcho Jyotirvarchaha Swaha. Silent mantra. Om Swaha. Om Sajuradevena Savitra. Sajuratrendra Vatya Joshano Agnirvetu Swaha. Om Bhuragnaye Pranaya Swaha. Idamagnaye Pranaya idannamama. Om Bhuvarvayave Panaya Swaha. Idam Vayave Panaya idannamama. Om Swaradityaya Vyanaya Swaha. Idamadityaya Vyanaya idannamama. Om Bhudbhuva Swaragni Vayavaditebhyah Pranapan Vyanebhyah Swaha. Idamagni Vayavaditebhyah Pranapan Vyanebhyah idannamama. Om Apo Jyotirasomritam Brahma Bhurbhuvah Swarom Swaha. Om Yam Medham Devaganah Pitaraschopasate Tayama Madhya Medhayagni Medhavinam Kuru Swaha. Om Vishwani Deva Savitar Duritani Parasuva Yadbhadrantana Asuva Swaha. Om Agni Naya Supatarai Asman Vishwani Deva Vayunani Vidwan Yoyodyasmaj Juhurana Meno Bhuyishtante Nama Uktim Vidhema Swaha.
And now we'll have some special mantras, my dear friends. This yajna is partly to commemorate the beginning of the new Vedic Hindu year and also the coming of our celebrations of Arya Samaj Sthapna Divas, the foundation day of the Arya Samaj. So with these two purposes in mind, we chant these special mantras, praying for blessings of Paramatma on all of our activities. Om Priyamma Krinu Deveshu Priyam Rajasuma Krinu Priyam Sarvasya Pashyata Uta Shudra Utarya Swaha. Hey Paramatman, O Lord, make us beings of love amongst the enlightened ones and the rulers of the world. Make us dear to those who are diligent, competent, persistent, and noble in every aspect of their life. Om Madhuvatarithayate. Om Madhuvatarithayate. Madhuksharanti sindhavah. Maghavirna santavoshadhiha swaha. O Lord, in this new year, may the winds blow pleasantly and may the waters flow graciously for all of us who observe the eternal laws of divinity. May the medicinal plants and the fruit-bearing plants provide sustenance and regenerative energy for all of us on this planet. Om Ayur-yajyena kalpatam. Om Prano-yajyena kalpatam. Om Chakshur-yajyena kalpatam. Om Shrotam-yajyena kalpatam. Om Prishthe-yajyena kalpatam. Om Yajyo-yajyena kalpatam. Om Prajapate Praja Abhuma Swar Deva Aganma Mrita Abhuya Abhuma Swaha. May our lives remain ever engaged in performing yajna. May our vital energies succeed through self-sacrificing acts. May our eyes thrive through self-sacrificing actions. May our ears flourish through yajna, self-sacrificing actions. May our mutual conversations succeed through self-sacrificing actions. May our self-sacrificing actions prosper, our yajna prosper through self-sacrificing acts. May we become the best children of Prajapati, the Lord of the entire creation. And may we attain perfect bliss by becoming enlightened in spirit. And may we also attain to immortality. Om Madhunaktam Mutoshaso Madhumat Parthivam Rajaha Madhu Dyaurastu Nah Pita Swaha. In this new year, may the nights and the dawns bring happiness and sweetness to us all. May every atom of the earth generate sweetness for us all. And may the protecting light of the sun be harmonious, gracious, and create sweetness in the entire world. Om Brahman Brahmano Brahmavarchasi Jaya Tam Rajte Rajanya Shura Ishavyoti Vyadi Maharatho Jayatam Dogre Dhenur Vorhan Ivana Shub Sapti Purandhiryosha Jishnu Ratitha Sabheyo Yuvasya Yajamanasya Viro Jayatam Nikame Nikamena Parjanyo Varshatu फलवत्यो नः औषधयः पच्यन्ताम् योगक्षेमो नः कल्पताम् स्वाहा. O Lord, bless us, bless the entire creation, so that there will be born more Brahmanas, men devoted to the attainment of spiritual knowledge, full of spiritual splendor. Let there be born Rajanya, people who are skilled in military enterprise, heroic in spirit, masters of science of military challenges, and mighty warriors who can totally and fully defend us from all calamities. Let there be born amongst us industrial entrepreneurs who can lead us to more wealth. Let there be born amongst us people who will develop technology to create a better world. O Lord, may there be born amongst us sons and daughters who are expert in social works while they attain their youth. May they be heroic, all-conquering, and possessor of great skill and dexterity. O Lord, may the natural elements, the clouds, and the natural forces be kind unto us, be abundant unto us. And may all fruit-bearing trees produce abundantly. And may the power of acquisition and preservation remain with us as strong as it has ever been. Om Trayambakam Yajamahe Sugandhim Pushtivardhanam Urvarukumiva Bandhanat Mrityurmukshiyamamritat Swaha. Om Trayambakam Yajamahe
Sugandhim Pushtivardhanam
Urvarukamiva
Bandhanat Mrityurmukshiyamamritat Swaha. Om Trayambakam Yajamahe Sugandhim Pushtivardhanam Urvarukamiva Bandhanat Mrityurmukshiyamamritat Swaha.
And now we'll continue and complete the Havan Yajna.
Thank you very much, Pandit Deepak ji. Purnahuti Rup Agaravaja Bhagahuti, ghee only. Om Agnaye Swaha Idam Agnaye Idannamama Om Somaya Swaha Idam Somaya Idannamama Om Prajapataye Swaha Idam Prajapataye Idannamama Om Indraya Swaha Idam Indraya Idannamama Om Bhuragnaye Swaha Idam Agnaye Idannamama Om Bhuvarvayave Swaha Idam Vayave Idannamama Om Swaradityaya Swaha Idam Adityaya Idannamama Om Bhurbhuvah Swaragni-vayavadityebhyah Swaha Idam Agni-vayavadityebhyah Idannamama Atha Brahma Gayatri Savitri Guru Mantra.
At this, the culminating point of Havan, Gayatri Mantra, we all join our hearts and our voices together as we pray, Hey Paramatman, O Lord, inspire our thinking towards noble thoughts, words, and deeds. Illumine our intellect so that we'll walk on the path of Dharma. O Lord, create in us the enthusiasm for seva, selfless service to the community. And may we move diligently in our lives towards more peace, more love, and more joy. Om Bhur Svah Tatsaviturvarenyam
Bhargo devasya
Dhimahi Dhiyo Yona
prachodayat.
Swaha.
Om Bhurbhuvah Swaha Tatsaviturvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yonah Prachodayat. Swaha. Om Bhurbhuvah Swaha Tatsaviturvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yonah Prachodayat. Swaha. Switch the Kritahuti. Om Yadasya Karmanyotyarirecham Yadvanyunamihakaram Agnishtat Svishtakrit Vidyat Sarvam Svishtam Suhutam Karotu Me Agnaye Svishtakrite Sahutahute Sarva Prayaschittahutinam Kamanam Samardhayetre Sarvanah Kaman Samardhaya Swaha. Idam Agnaye Srishtakrite Idannamama. Prajapatyahuti, ghee only, silent mantra. Om Swaha. Idam Prajapataye Idannamama. May we all stand for the final three offerings. Om Sarvam Ve Purnam Swaha. Om Sarvam Ve Purnam Swaha. Om Sarvam Ve Purnam Swaha. With hands outstretched to the fire. Om Tanupa Agneyasi Tanvam Me Pahi. Om Ayurda Agneyasi Ayur Me Dehi. Om Varchoda Agneyasi Varcho Me Dehi. Om Agneyan Me Tanva Unam Tanva Aprena. Om Medha Me Deva Savita Adadhatu. Om Medha Me Devi Saraswati Adadhatu. Om Medha Me Ashvinau Deva Vadhatam Pushkarasrajau. Apyayatam. Om Vakchama Apyayatam. Om Pranashchama Apyayatam. Om Chakshuschama Apyayatam. Om Shrotran Chama Apyayatam. Om Yasho Balan Chama Apyayatam. May we all take our seats. Yaj Pratna Geet. पूजनीय प्रभु हमारे भाव उज्ज्वल कीजिए छोड़ देवे चल कपट को मानसिक बल दीजिए वेद की गाय रचाए सत्य को धारण करे हर्ष में हो मग्न सारे शोक सागर से तरे अश्वमेधाधिक रचाए यज पर उपकार को धर्म मर्यादा चलाकर लाभ दे संसार को लाभकारी हो हवन हर जीवधारी के लिए वायु जल सर्वत्र हो शुभ गंध को धारण किए स्वार्थ भाव मिटे हमारा प्रेम पथ विस्तार हो ईदन मम का सार्थक प्रत्येक में व्यवहार हो हाथ जोड़ झुकाए मस्तक हाथ जोड़ झुकाए मस्तक वंदना हम कर रहे नाथ करुणा रूप करुणा आपकी सब पर रहे प्रभु आपकी सब पर रहे प्रभु आपकी सब पर रहे ओम सर्वे भवन्तु सुखिनः सर्वे सन्तु निरामयाः सर्वे भद्राणि पश्यन्तु मा कश्चित् दुःख भाग भवेत् हे ईश सब सुखी हो कोई न हो दुखारी सब हो निरोग भगवन धन धान्य के भंडारी सब भद्र भाव दे के सन्मार्ग के पथिक हो दुखिया न कोई होवे सृष्टि में प्राण धारी हे ईश सब सुखी हो O Lord, may all be happy, may all be free from misery, may all realize goodness, and may no one suffer pain. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. It is Havana Yajya Samaptaha.
Namaste, everyone. On behalf of the Arya Spiritual Center, let me take this opportunity to welcome all of you who are here in Mandir tonight, and those of you who are online. Tonight, we start our first session of our quarterly Yajna. This is something that we've made a decision to do throughout the year, culminating in April of next year, celebrating the 200 years of celebrating the Renaissance Rishi. So we hope you will join us not only tonight, but tomorrow night. We invite you to join us tomorrow night here at the Mandir, and also on Sunday morning for this 3-session Yajna that we are going to be having to start and to kick off this program. We've had a very busy week, and I will let you know a little more about that at the end. But without further ado, I'm going to now turn you over to Badian, who is going to be our Sabhapati for today. In the meantime, I just want to thank Pandit Nirvani, Pandit Deepakji, and everybody else who helped, Pandit by Nirajji, for helping in today's satsang. Over to Badian.
Mataji or Pitaji, mothers and fathers, Puja Pandita or Panditji, revered Panditas or Pandits, Dharm ke premi beheno or bhayo, sisters and brothers in Dharma, or Pyari Bacho, loving children all. Sadar se prem namaste और आर्य स्पिरिचुअल सेंटर की तरफ से हमारे वेद यज्ञ की पहली रात में आपका स्वागत है. I welcome all of us, those of us connected virtually on Facebook and on YouTube, and those of us physically present here in Mandir. I welcome all of us to the first night of our 3 sessions Veda Yajna. Our Yajna this weekend marks the continuation of Arya Spiritual Center's year-long commitment of programs and events to commemorate the 200th Janam Divas of our Jagat Guru Maharishi Dayananda Saraswati Ji in 2024. On this first night of our 2 nights and 1 day Veda Yajna, we also observe Sri Ram Chandra Ji Ki Janam Divas, the birth anniversary of Sri Ram Chandra Ji. Sri Ram Ji personified the ideal son, brother, partner, friend, and king. He was an embodiment of love, sacrifice, and virtue, the highest of ideals we should strive for and emulate as individuals seeking a higher level of consciousness. To commence this latter part of our evening session of our Yajna, I invite Pandit Deepak Ji and Pandita Nirvani Ji to recite the 10 principles of the Arya Samaj.
आर्य समाज के 10 नियम. प्रथम नियम, सब सत्य विद्या और जो पदार्थ विद्या से जाने जाते हैं उन सब का आदि मूल परमेश्वर है.
God is the primary cause of all spiritual and physical sciences and of everything known through their means.
द्वितीय नियम, ईश्वर सच्चिदानंद स्वरूप निराकार सर्वशक्तिमान न्यायकारी दयालु अजन्मा अनंत निर्विकार अनादि अनुपम सर्वाधार सर्वेश्वर सर्वव्यापक सर्वांतर्यामी अजर अमर अभय नित्य पवित्र और सृष्टि करता है. उसी की उपासना करनी योग्य है।
God is existent, intelligent, and blissful. He is formless, omnipotent, just, kind, unborn, endless, unchangeable, beginless, unequaled, the support of all, the Lord of all, omnipresent, immanent, unaging, immortal, fearless, eternal, holy, and the creator of the universe. He alone should be communed with.
तृतीय नियम, वेद सब सत्य विद्याओं का पुस्तक है। वेद का पढ़ना, पढ़ाना, सुनाना सब आर्यों का परम धर्म है।
Veda is a scripture of all true knowledge. Reading, teaching, hearing, and reciting the Veda is the first duty of all Aryans.
चतुर्थ नियम, सत्य को ग्रहण करने और असत्य को छोड़ने में सर्वदा उद्यत रहना चाहिए।
One should always be prepared to accept truth and reject falsehood.
पंचम नियम, सब काम धर्म अनुसार अर्थात सत्य और असत्य को विचार करके करने चाहिए।
All work should be done in keeping with the righteousness, that is, after due reflection over right and wrong.
षष्ठ नियम, संसार का उपकार करना इस समाज का मुख्य उद्देश्य है, अर्थात शारीरिक, आत्मिक और सामाजिक उन्नति करना।
To do good to the world, to the whole world, is the main object of this samaj. That is, to improve the physical, spiritual, and all social states of human experience.
सप्तम नियम, सबसे प्रीति पूर्वक धर्म अनुसार यथा योग्य वर्तना चाहिए।
One should have dealings with all in accordance with love, law, and propriety.
अष्टम नियम, अविद्या का नाश और विद्या की वृद्धि करनी चाहिए।
One should always promote knowledge and dispel ignorance.
नवम नियम, प्रत्येक को अपनी ही उन्नति में संतुष्ट न रहना चाहिए, किंतु सबकी उन्नति में अपनी उन्नति समझनी चाहिए।
No one should remain content with his or her own prosperity. Individual prosperity should be considered in the prosperity of all.
And the दशम नियम, the 10th, सब मनुष्यों को सामाजिक सर्वहितकारी नियम पालने में परतंत्र रहना चाहिए और प्रत्येक हितकारी नियम में सब स्वतंत्र रहे।
Everyone should be bound in following the altruistic, social rules. However, in matters relating to personal welfare, let all be free.
Swami Dayanand says, I have not come to preach any new dogma or religion, nor to establish a new order, nor to be proclaimed as a new Messiah or pontiff. I have only brought before my people the light of Vedic wisdom, which has been hidden during the centuries of India's thraldom. Thank you.
Dhanyavad Pandit Deepak ji and Pandita Nirvani ji for the recitation of the 10 principles of the Arya Samaj. I now invite Srimati Geeta ji to share with us a poem, and Srimati Geeta ji's poem will be followed by a bhajan contribution by our brother by Neeraj ji.
Namaste all. As we celebrate, we look forward to celebrating 200 years of Swamiji's birth on this earth. We will look at people who celebrate 21 years, the 16th birthday of our young girls, the 50th birthday and whatever. So 200 years of our Swami is a very special time. And we have so much to thank Swamiji for. So I will recite this poem in gratitude to Swami Dayanandji. Swamiji, today we bow down in gratitude to you for your hard work and fortitude. You have proven to us the greatness of yoga, showing us the benefits of hard work and tapasya. Today, it seems we need your intervention to strive once again for satisfaction and perfection. You have given us the required tools. Knowledge is power, but practice is the rule. Our mothers and sisters walk the path you cleared. Many have reached heights where we are revered. Give us the inspiration to be more aware of the opportunities available if we persevere. Swamiji, inspire us to take a leap ahead, to set new goals and limits as we move ahead, to determine to determine the change we are going to initiate and identify the ills we are going to eradicate. Thanks to Maharishi Dayanand, we are blessed with many possibilities. So let us gather our resources and seriously grasp our responsibilities. Let us untiringly power our people, propel our people and our Vedic Dharma into a new world of inspired ideas and noble karma. 200 years from today, generations to come will stand and say, on that auspicious day of our Maharishi's birthday, Swami Dayanand's legacy is here to stay. Swami Dayanand's legacy is here to stay. Swami Dayanand's legacy is here to stay. And we are the people who should make this legacy go into another 200 years. We have to do what it takes, just as Swami did 170 something years ago. Let us make a pledge to honor this great, great Swami and do what we have to do to make this legacy a legacy. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Srimati Geeta ji. Sorry. Earlier, Pandit Deepak ji was singing this bhajan. Not many people are here, but I'll sing it again. Jai Jai Pita Param Anandadata. All homage and veneration unto God the Father. He is the bestower of supreme bliss, the first cause of the world. He liberates us from pain. Jai Jai Pita Para Manandadata Jagat Adi Karan Mukti Pradata Jai Jai Pita Jai Jai Pita Para Manandadata Jagat Adi Karan Mukti Pradata Jai Jai Pita. करो शुद्ध निर्मल मेरी आत्मा को करो शुद्ध निर्मल मेरी आत्मा को करूँ मैं विनय नित्य सायं प्रप्राता जय जय पिता जय जय पिता परमानंददाता जगदादिकारण मुक्ति प्रदाता जय जय पिता मिटाओ मेरे कष्ट आवागमन के मिटाओ मेरे कष्ट आवागमन के फिरो ना जन्म पाता और बिल बिलाता जय जय पिता जय जय पिता परमानंददाता जगदादिकारण मुक्ति प्रदाता जय जय पिता बिना तेरे है कौन दीनन का बंधु बिना तेरे है कौन दीनन का बंधु किसको मैं अपनी अवस्था सुनाता जय जय पिता जय जय पिता परमानंददाता जगदादिकारण मुक्ति प्रदाता जय जय पिता अमीरस पिलाओ कृपा करके मुझको अमीरस पिलाओ कृपा करके मुझको रहू सर्वदा तेरी कीर्ति को गाता जय जय पिता जय जय पिता परमानंददाता जगदादिकारण मुक्ति प्रदाता जय जय पिता जय जय पिता परमानंददाता जगदादिकारण मुक्ति प्रदाता जय जय पिता जय जय पिता जय जय पिता. And now for our next bhajan, we'll have Bhai Devendra.
My humble namaste to everyone. As we observe Sri Ram Navami, I offer with this Geet, composed of chopais from the Sri Ram Charitmanas of Goswami Tulsidas Ji. Sri Ram Jai Ram जय राम श्री राम, श्री राम जय जय राम। रघुपति राघव राजा राम, पतित पावन सीताराम। श्री राम जय राम श्री राम, श्री राम जय जय राम। रघुपति राघव राजा राम, पतित पावन सीताराम। मंत्र जाप मम दृढ़ विश्वासा, पंचम भजन सुवेद प्रकाशा। चात दाम शीला बीरति बहु कर्मा, निरत निरंतर सजना धर्मा। श्री राम जय राम श्री राम, श्री राम जय जय राम। रघुपति राघव राजा राम, पतित पावन सीताराम। जाति पाति कुल धर्म बढ़ाई, धन बल परिजन गुण चतुराई। बात हीन नर सोहै कैसा, बिनु जल बारिद देखिय जैसा। श्री राम जय राम श्री राम, श्री राम जय जय राम। रघुपति राघव राजा राम, पतित पावन सीताराम। बरे भाग्य मानुष तन पावा, सुर दुर्लभ सब ग्रंथन गावा। सारन धाम मोक्ष कर द्वारा, पाइन जी परलोक सवारा। श्री राम जय राम श्री राम, श्री राम जय जय राम। रघुपति राघव राजा राम, पतित पावन सीताराम। श्री राम जय राम श्री राम, श्री राम जय जय राम। रघुपति राघव राजा राम, पतित पावन सीताराम। पतित पावन सीताराम, पतित पावन सीताराम। धन्यवाद. I now take the privilege of inviting our Dharm Sevak, Pujya Pandit Deepak Ramanji, to deliver this evening's pravachan.
Om Yam Medham Devagana Pitaraschopasate Tayamamadhyame Dhayagne Medhavinam Kuru. Om. Members of the executive, our Chairman of Trustees, Bhai Sagarji, Vice President Behin Devika ji, Bhai Naru, Pandita Nirvani ji, and all of our wonderful members who are present here this evening, and to all of our viewers on our live stream. We thank you all very much for joining with us this evening on the first day of our 3-session Yajna in commemoration of the Dvitiya Shatabdi, Janma Shatabdi of Swami Dayananda Saraswati. And also yesterday was the celebration and observance of Shri Ram Navami, the birthday of our Maryada Purushottam Shri Ram. Also, the Arya Spiritual Center is beginning its celebrations of Foundation Day, which will be on the 10th of April. And so we have all these events coming together, and we are observing and marking them through this Yajna. Today, my dear friends, we would like to engage you in a short message. As you can see, we have on the screen Maharshi Swami Dayananda Saraswati and Shri Ram Chandraji, Maryada Purushottam Shri Ram Chandraji. Shri Ram has his bow and arrow in his hand. Swami Dayananda's bow and arrow was the Veda. So tonight we'll bring a short message relating to these occasions. Before we begin, we'd like to ask you to join in this bhajan, this lovely, beautiful, meaningful geet. Dayananda ke geet gaurav gunoko. And if you have Vedic Upasana, you can join us from your Vedic Upasana. I'll tell you the page just now. From the Atma Gita, page 61, 61. Page 61. My dear friends, this bhajan is dedicated to the memory of Swami Dayanand. And it says, if we do not sing the songs describing the glory and pride of Maharshi Swami Dayanand Saraswati, then who will? Very, very important question. Who will? दयानंद के गीत गा रहे गुणों को हमें जो न गाए कहो कौन गाए everybody दयानंद के गीत गा रहे गुणों को हमें जो न गाए कहो कौन 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 गाए दयानंद के गीत गा गुणों को हमें जो न गाए कहो कौन गाए लिए वेद विद्या के पावन मशाले अविद्या अमा को भगाता रहा जो संजोए हुई प्राण दात्री प्रभावी सदा भारती को जगाता रहा जो उसी के पदों की बनी पद्धति को हमें जो न गाए कहो कौन गाए दयानंद के गीत जो न गाए कहो कौन गाए He took the pure light of the Veda and conquered the darkness of the night of ignorance that had surrounded all of India, and resuscitated the dead bones of Bharat Mata. If we do not walk on the path that he cleared, who will? Dayanand ke geet gaurav hame jo na gaye kaho kaun jaye. दयानंद के गीत गार गुणों को हमें जो न जाए कहो कौन गाए विरोधी मतों के उठे जार में भी तरी सत्यता की तराता रहा जो पिलाता सुधा घात को अकेला चला चांद मुस्कुराता रहा जो उसी के लिए वेदना के स्वरों को हमें जो न लाए कहो कौन लाए दयानंद के गीत गार गुणों को हमें जो न गाए कहो कौन गाए. And he took the boat of truth. Remember this line? He took the boat of truth across the turbulent sea of false creeds and alone had to deal with those who were against him. Despite being poisoned several times, he smiled in his last moments when his assassin faced him. If we do not cherish his sacrifice, who will? दयानंद के गीत गार गुणों को हमें जो न गाए कहो कौन गाए दयानंद के गीत गार गुणों को हमें जो न गाए कहो कौन गाए कहूँ कौन गाए, कहूँ कौन गाए. With that song, we understand the sacrifice of the Rishi. And like we talk about our parents' legacy, we say our parents worked so hard to create a legacy for us. And the advice is, do not squander their legacy. The same applies for Swami Dayanand. If we neglect the legacy, it is to our detriment. So let us upkeep the legacy of Swami Dayanand. So as we said before, we are also observing Maryada Purushottam Sri Ramachandra Ji's observance of Ram Navami, his birthday yesterday, and we are also celebrating the 200th birth anniversary of Swami Dayananda Saraswati. Just now we met in this song, a very interesting line. Swami Dayananda took a boat to go on his journey, figuratively. What was that boat we saw in this song just now? Anybody remembers the boat? The boat of truth. The Veda has a mantra that talks about truth and committing to the truth. Here is the mantra. Om Agni Vratapati Vratam Charishyami Tatte Pravramimi Tachakeyam Tenardhya Samidamaham Anritat Satyamupayami. Om. This mantra is recited when the student is taking a pledge to live a life of righteousness and discipline. When the individual goes into sannyas, he takes this vow. This is the vow of truthfulness. O Lord of vows, meaning O Parampita Bhagavan, I take a vow today that I will diligently and consistently seek truth and manifest truth in my thoughts, words, and deeds. Please give me the strength to uphold this vow. The truthful life needs a lot of strength. Swami Dayananda's life had a lot of opposition, conflict, enmity. Why does the truthful life attract so much of conflict? Because expediency is very easy. To do what seems the easiest thing. It appears to be very easy. It's attractive because we can cut corners, we can finish it faster. It doesn't take much discipline. It doesn't take much consistency. It doesn't take much perseverance. But the life of truth demands tapasya, discipline. And the reason why truth is tough, as Swami Dayananda in his life experience, is that everything rests on truth. Om ritam cha satyam cha bhidhat tapaso dhyajayata sandhya mantra. The entire creation rests upon satyam and ritam. Ritam means divine law, and satyam means truth. The sun would not rise haphazardly. The moon does not shine in an inconsistent way. That's why we can predict the new and the full moon, the Amavasya and the Purnima. We could predict it and put it in the calendar. Because it's a cycle. It's very consistent. Because they are all based on a very truthful principle of divine law. This is why Swami Dayananda's life was all about truth, nothing else. Truth and dharma. And so in this mantra, we ask God, help us to keep a vow of truthfulness. It's the only way to achieve the good life. It's the only way towards moksha. Swami Dayananda in the Satyar Prakash, and we are putting a lot of focus on Satyar Prakash. This is what Swami Dayananda says. And he begins this by saying, what should a human being do? What is the primary function of a human being? And he says, we should always exert ourselves. Oh, I'm sorry, I missed out. Oh yeah, I'm sorry. I'll come back to what I was saying. Swami Dayananda says this in his Satyar Prakash. My sole aim is to embrace truth and to help others to embrace it as well. The Rishi is saying, I haven't come here for anything else, you know. I have just come for one single thing. The sole purpose of my life, to embrace truth. So then why did he talk about women's education? Why did he talk about banning of cow slaughter and taking care of the cows? Why did he talk about superstition? Because they all spring from truth. They all are the tributaries of a truthful life. And this is why he said in Satyar Prakash, so long as you embrace truth, you embrace dharma. And Swamiji did not say, speak the truth. He said, embrace means to become the truth. Okay, so now we'll move on. So in that, anything that we are reading about Swami Dayananda, or anything that we are reading from Swami Dayananda, we have to put it in context now. His sole aim was to embrace truth. And so he says, what should the human being do? Number one, he should always exert himself to do his utmost to protect the righteous. When I saw this, I was thinking how Swami Dayanand had come to this conclusion. And there is something hidden in this sentence. If you are not righteous yourself, if I am not righteous myself, I would not have the inclination to protect the righteous. In other words, I have to begin to walk on the path of righteousness, first of all, to be able to identify the righteous, and secondly, to protect and support them. And we have to ask ourselves the question today, whom do we protect and support? Is it the righteous? Is it the dharmic people? Is it the noble folks? Whom do we protect and support? Swamiji says, protect the righteous. Secondly, advance their good, advance their welfare. Serve, seva. So we have a tradition that our Brahmanas, the teachers, the noble teachers, they should not have to work. That was the tradition. The state and the society would support them and provide them with all their needs. And they would be at ease and comfort to continue to study and teach without any challenge about where my next meal is coming from, about who is going to pay my mortgage. This is why in the clergy today, in every single organization, the people who are clergymen are in a paid position. There's a very good reason for that. If you go in most of the mandirs in New York, they are run by a single pundit. Whether he's paid or he pays himself, we don't know. But certainly, they are following this prescription of Swami Dayanand. Serve, protect, and support the righteous, the Brahmanas, and any other person who is following on the path of Dharma. Serve, protect, support. And the third, one should conduct himself worthily towards the righteous, the noble ones, the Brahmanas, or the Kshatriyas, or the Vaishyas, or the Shudras, whoever is following the noble path. Even though they may be extremely poor and weak and destitute of material resources. This is a powerful statement that Swamiji is making here. Not because a noble person is poor, he doesn't have a big car, he doesn't have a big house, he doesn't dress as an executive, that you will treat that noble person shabbily. We have a practice that we treat wealthy people, we revere them in a very special way because simply they are wealthy. And if you look at the same people who do that they don't treat a noble or a righteous or a dharmic person in the same way. In other words, we have a common saying, money talks. Money talks. Money means I will honor you. Money means I will be your friend. Money means I'll associate with you. Swami Dayanand, with his Rishi wisdom, says, moneyed people without dignity, moneyed folks without integrity, without dharma, without nobility, are no credit to the society. The society will progress only if it is walking on the path of dharma. Because dharma is called the sustainable way of life. In all countries of the world, we have so many challenges now. And every single one can be traced to the neglect of the principles of dharma. Sri Ram was also a dharmic person. Sri Ram is called Maryada Purushottam Sri Ram. Do you know what's the meaning of Maryada? Anybody can say? What does Maryada mean? Why do we use that appellation, that title before Sri Ram? Before his name. Maryada means he knows the boundaries of good conduct. He knows the limits of dharma, and he practices. Purush Uttam. Purush means man. Uttam means the highest caliber. Sri Ram is revered because he sets the decorum. He sets the standards and the ideals for the society. As a king, as a son, as a brother, as a friend, in every respect, we say he always stuck to the path of dharma and righteousness. Maryada Purushottam Sri Ram. And what was his objective? Swami Dayanand said, I have come here just to seek, embrace, and promote truth. About Sri Ram, it is said in the Ramcharitmanas, Shruti Patha Palak Dharma Dhurandhar. O Shruti Patha Palak Dharma Dhurandhar. Guna Tita Aru Bhoga Purandhar. O Shruti Path Palak, Shruti Path Palak, Shruti Path Palak, Dharma Dhurandhar. गुणातीत अरूप Okay. When we think about Sri Ram, let us remember what Sri Ram came for. Sri Ram was the protector. This Chaupai says, he was the Shruti Patha Palak. Shruti means the Ved, Patha means the path, Palak means the protector. The Ramcharitmanas says this. Sri Ram was the protector of the Vedic path. His life was an unfolding of the Vedic Dharma and protector of the Vedic lifestyle. And the defender, he was the defender of Sanatan Vedic Dharma. He came to protect and defend it in every sense of the word. Again, we see that Sri Ram was a dharmic person, committed to living a truthful life. Raghukula riti sadachari ai, Raghukula riti sadachari ai, Pran jaye baru bachan na jaye. O Raghukula riti sada chali ai, Pran na jaye baru bachan na jaye, Pran na jaye baru bachan na jaye. And Sri Ram made his declaration. Swami Dayanand made his declaration. I have come for the sole purpose of truth. Sri Ram's declaration says, in my family lineage, we always fulfill our promises, even if we have to lose our lives in the process. In other words, we maintain our truthful words at all costs. Clearly, my dear friends, we see again, Sri Ram is walking on the same path that Swami Dayanand walked. He was committed to truth in every sense of the word, even at the cost of his life. And Swami Dayanand did, in fact, lose his life because of the same walking on the path of truthfulness. Okay, let's move on. So as we continue to look at Swami Dayanand and Sri Ram, who should be called in the Satyar Prakash? Again, I'm only giving you information that I got from the Satyar Prakash today. I can give you the page if you would like to go and read it. Who should be called a human being? Swami Dayanand is speaking. He alone is entitled to be called a human being who possesses a thoughtful nature, who is not merely swayed by emotions or impulses and acts impulsively, but who thinks his way through. Secondly, who feels for others in the same way as he does for his own self. Empathy, sympathy. When we ask ourselves a question, I am doing this that it will affect this person or that person, how will he feel? or I'm not doing this and it might affect this person, that person, how will he feel? How will she feel? Swami Dayananda is saying, always ask that question before you act. Always. Do what you would like somebody else to do for you or to you. Always do to others the same way. Number 3, does not fear the unjust, however powerful they may be. There are many bullies in the world today. Many, in all walks of life. You will know in your experience you had to stand up to some of them. You have to demand your what we call rights. And Swami Dayananda is saying, do not fear the unrighteous because they are powerful. Do not fear the unrighteous because they are powerful. And 4, fear the truly virtuous, even though they are weak and poor. And this again is a very, very powerful statement. Swami Dayananda's guru, Swami Vivekananda, was a very poor man. He was even blind. He lived in a little kutia and people would give him food and so on. He didn't have much. Swami Dayananda didn't say, I can't go and learn from this poor old man, weak and destitute. Let me look for a rich guru, one with a big, huge mandir and many followers. And no. The poor and the weak, if they are dharmic, if they are righteous, if they are noble, we should revere them. We should honor them, serve them, and respect them to the best of our ability. So there's a bhajan before we conclude now. There's a bhajan I would like to ask you to join. Only 2 verses. We'll sing of this bhajan again. Dayananda ki jai, Dayananda jai ho. Glory again and again unto Maharshi Swami Dayananda Saraswati, who gave us the wonderful teachings of the Veda. Dayananda ki jai, Dayananda jai ho. Dayananda jai ho. Dayananda ki jai, Dayananda jai ho. Dayananda jai ho. Suna Prabhu ayusu loka sacheta. Suna Prabhu ayusu loka sacheta. Udharaka Veda Dayananda jai ho. Dayananda jai ho. Dayananda jai jai, Dayananda jai ho. Dayananda jai ho. Dayananda ki jai, Dayananda jai ho. Dayananda jai ho. Shruti smriti anga upang samaya. Shruti smriti anga upang samaya. Rishi Jana Deva Dayananda jai ho. Dayananda jai ho. Dayananda ki jai, Dayananda jai ho. Dayananda jai ho. Dayananda jai ho. Dayananda jai ho. In concluding, we may say, what have we learned from Sri Ram and Swami Dayananda, the glimpses that we got today? An Arya Hindu person is an ardent devotee of truth. Secondly, an Arya Hindu person is someone who protects and supports righteous people. Thirdly, an Arya Hindu person must always keep his promises regardless. And finally, an Arya Hindu person never swerves from the path of dharma or righteousness. So, my dear friends, these glimpses of the life of Madhyada Purushottam Sri Ram, his teachings, and Swami Dayanand, we hope that it can inspire us or re-inspire us to follow the path of truth and the path of dharma. Thank you all very much, and may Paramatma bless each and every one of you abundantly.
Dhanyavad Panditji for your insightful and thought-provoking pravachan on this first night of our 2 nights and 1 day Veda Yajna. I now invite the Vice President of our Spiritual Center, Srimati Devika Ji, to share with us a few words. And Srimati Devika Ji's remarks will be followed by the Chairman of our Board of Trustees, Sriman Sagar Rajpal Ji.
Thank you, Baidian. Respected pundits, brothers and sisters, children all, namaste. On behalf of the executives and the members of Arya Spiritual Center, I wish to thank each and every one of you joining us in person and on social media. On this first night of celebration, we ask God to grant us the wisdom and the courage to promote Dharma, as it was done 200 years ago by our beloved Maharishi Swami Dayanand Saraswati. Tomorrow evening, we continue our celebration and wish all of you can join us in person. We were given a gift of culture and great knowledge, and for us to ensure this progress, to make it to another 200 years, we must join in harmony to preserve our teaching for those to come. May God bless and keep you all safe. Namaste.
Dhanyavad Srimati Devika Ji for your remarks. I now invite Sriman Rajpal Ji to share with us the announcements and closing remarks. And Sriman Rajpal Ji's contribution will be followed by our Arti Bhajan and closing Pratna.
Thank you very much, Baidianji. First, let me thank Pandit Deepak Ji for that very inspiring spiritual prasad tonight. He has certainly set the tone for the next 2 nights. And in that venue, I just want to invite all of you to join us tomorrow night. We have a very, very nice program, a very big program. The Bainaro and his Dharmapatni is inviting all of you to join them tomorrow night. Bahin Male is celebrating her birthday. And if you are here tonight, you would see some transformation in terms of how the mandir has been decorated and cleaned for these events. And I just want to thank all those. I'm not going to mention names because I know I'm going to miss somebody out and they're going to get upset. So I just want to thank everybody who came, cleaned, and decorated to make this beginning of this sessions a success. And I have to tell you, this is a grand success in terms of having so many of you here tonight. Maybe not as big as we expect, as we wanted, but I know that there are a lot of you who are watching on social media. We thank you for joining. Also, we're going to be culminating this 3-session session Yajna on Sunday morning. We want you also to join us on Sunday morning to culminate the 3-session Yajna. We still need volunteers for snacks and for items for Sunday morning. So if you want to volunteer and want to bring something, please talk to any one of us, myself, by Naro or somebody from the or Panibarat or Panita Nirvani. Please contact one of us and we will put you on the schedule for doing that. We've had a week-long, as you know, I said earlier, our calendar was very busy and we had a week-long set of events. On Sunday, we had the Phagwa parade which was launched by the Arya Spiritual Center and the Federation of Hindu Mandirs. It was a grand success. And we had in excess of 10,000 people there at the land, and it was a beautiful program. I just want to take this opportunity to thank the team led by Bainaro, Pandit Prakash, and by Anup, who are members of that committee, for being there and for leading that effort and for making that a grand success. I also want to thank all those who decorated the float, led by Hendavika and her family, by Niraj. We had the first float in the parade was our float, and every one of the videos you see online, our name is there, and you can see our that being promoted. So once again, I want to thank everyone for doing that and for coming out and helping us with that. Also, as you heard earlier, we're celebrating 200 years of the Renaissance Rishi. And we just celebrated Ram Navami, and I just have one question. How old is Sri Ram? That question has been asked many times, and there you will get many answers. But there was one gentleman who, as a pantologist, said recently, he said in the Ramayana, in the Valmiki Ramayana, when Hanuman went to Lanka, and he's describing Lanka, how beautiful it was. He said, guarding the gates of Lanka were the elephants with 4 tusks. 4-tusked elephants did not exist on Earth 1.8 million years ago. So Sri Ram had to be older than 1.8 million years. I'm not saying this, the scientists are saying this. So just some food for thought. To continue, as you know, we are celebrating this 200 years of the Renaissance Rishi. Every Thursday night, please join Pandit Deepakji. He's got his program, the satsang, and every Thursday night. Every other Thursday, he has a session on the Satyar Prakash. I know Panditji sends out the codes for joining that, the Zoom codes. If you like, and if you're not in that chat group and you want to join, please contact a member of the executive, any one of us. We can share that information with you. But please join him on every Thursday night. He's available via Zoom for those classes. Also, we have a very busy calendar in April. I just want to share with you, we have our Samaj Foundation Day. There's a week long of celebrations within the our Samaj group here in the tri-state area, starting with Saturday, ending with the next Sunday with the Multi-Kund Yajna at the land. Our celebration here at the Mandir is on Monday, April 10th. There's an e-flyer going around. If anybody wants more information, especially if those who are watching online or who are on Facebook, please contact any one of us and we can share that information. Also, just want to let you know, we have a fundraising program. The youths have put together a fundraising program at the Mandir, Sangeet Terlier. We have not had Sangeet Terlier for over 3 years due to COVID. This is the first since the lockdown. We invite all of you to come and support this event. It's free of charge, so please bring your friends and family. All we're asking for is a donation, so please join us on April 29th here at the Mandir for Sangeet Terlier. Also, we have classes that are going on, and if you would like to join those classes, please contact one of our pandits, either Pandit Prakash, Pandit Deepakji, or Pandit Ravi, or Pandit Bharat. We have classes that's going on every week, Pandit and Pandita's training programs. We have books in the back for classes, so if you're in those classes, the books are back there. I think for one of the classes, you can pick those up. I believe that's all I have in terms of announcements. Thank you. Namaste. Om Shanti Shanti.
Dhanyawad Sriman Sagar Rajpalji for your contribution. Our gratitude to all of you divine Atmas for connecting with us, either by being physically here in Mandir, connecting virtual through our live streaming, or viewing a recording of our Yajna, which will be available on Facebook or YouTube for viewing at your convenience. Please join us again tomorrow night from 7 p.m. United States Eastern Time. We will now bring tonight's session to a close with a congregational rendition of Om Jai Jagadish Hare and closing prarthana led by our brother Bhai Niraji. May we all stand for Aarti and closing prayers. Dhanyavad or Namaste.
Om Jai Jagadish Hare Swami Jai Jagadish Hare भक्त जनों के संकट भक्त जनों के संकट क्षण में दूर करे ओम जय जगदीश हरे जो ध्यावे फल पावे दुख विन से मन का स्वामी दुख विन से मन का सुख संपत्ति घर आवे सुख संपत्ति घर आवे कष्ट मिटे तन का ओम जय जगदीश हरे विषय विकार मिटाओ पाप हरो देवा स्वामी पाप हरो देवा श्रद्धा भक्ति बढ़ाओ श्रद्धा भक्ति बढ़ाओ संतन की सेवा ओम जय जगदीश हरे जय जगदीश हरे स्वामी जय जगदीश हरे भक्त जनों के संकट भक्त जनों के संकट क्षण में दूर करे ओम जय जगदीश हरे ओम जय जगदीश हरे ओम जय जगदीश हरे अथ शांति पातः ओम द्यौः शान्तिरन्तरिक्षं शान्तिः पृथिवी शान्तिरापः शान्तिरोषधयः शान्तिः वनस्पतयः शान्तिर्विश्वे देवाः शान्तिः ब्रह्म शान्तिः सर्वं शान्तिः शान्तिरेव शान्ति सामा शान्तिरेधि ओम शान्तिः 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 ओम प्रेम से बोलो ओमकार भगवान की जय प्रेम से बोलो मर्यादा पुरुषोत्तम श्री रामचंद्र की जय प्रेम से बोलो योगेश्वर श्री कृष्ण चंद्र की जय प्रेम से बोलो जगत गुरु महर्षि स्वामी दयानंद की जय प्रेम से बोलो वैदिक सत्य सनातन धर्म की जय भोजन मंत्र ओम अन्नपते नस्य नो देहि यनमिवस्य शुष्मिनः प्रप्रदातारं तार्ष ऊर्जन्नो देहि द्विपदे चतुष्पदे ओम शांति 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 नमस्ते
और एक विराट वट वृक्ष की तरह हम सभी को अपनी छाया प्रदान कर रहा है। उनके द्वारा रचित सत्यार्थ प्रकाश की ज्ञान मंजूषा हमारी चिरंतन संस्कृति को न सिर्फ भारत में बल्कि विश्व में फैला रही है। यह हम सबका सौभाग्य है कि महर्षि दयानंद जी का 200वां जयंती वर्ष हम सभी के लिए उनके विराट विचारों को अधिक से अधिक लोगों तक ले जाने और उनसे प्रेरणा लेकर राष्ट्र निर्माण में एकजुट होकर योगदान देने का सुअवसर है।